What's going on, everybody? Wanted to talk to you today about this message. Obviously, uh, the ladies got to speak to the ladies for the most part. I want to speak to the fellas, uh, but ladies, likewise, you can get the message as well. We ain't doing this for fame. We ain't doing this for clout. We doing this because right now we're in difficult times, and we got to do a better job of trying to connect with each other. Okay, let the chips fall where they may, but we got to do a better job of connecting with each other because at the end of the day, we need each other. All right, for our infrastructure, to keep things going, to make things go, we need each other. So today, I just want to just talk about being excellent in your moment. It's very critical and very important that you have to be excellent in your moment. That means you have to be able to say no to yourself. If you know something isn't good for you long term, you have to be able to say no. And what better day than to start today and say no to yourself about the things that are going to hurt you in the long run? That's from the things that you eat, from the things that you drink, the things that you see, the things that you expose yourself to. That is going to be, it's critical because you're going to be exposed to some things that you have no control over. But don't let your demise be because of something that you're doing. If you're focusing and concentrating on doing the best that you can at every moment and being excellent in your moment, you're going to create a pathway of excellency. You might look at your footsteps in the sand and you might say, hey, I don't really like the boots that I'm walking in. At some point, why not today, take those boots off and walk in your real. Get some earthing in. Walk. Walk your path. Don't look back. Focus on taking the very first step, and the momentum from your first step will carry your other leg in front of you just to maintain balance. And you will develop a rhythm for walking in your purpose and walking in what you're supposed to be doing. So just take your step. The first step, it's the hardest thing to do. But the hardest thing to do is to begin something and to finish something. So you have to keep your mind focused on what you have to do. Be excellent in that moment. Make sure that you are planting your foot the best that you can in front of you and making sure that the other step that comes does the same thing. When you have moments of excellency consecutively, you will end up having an excellent day, an excellent week, month, year, decade, lifetime. Focus on that. It takes 21 days to create a habit, and it takes 42 days to create a lifestyle. No matter how many mistakes you made, and we've all made mistakes, just focus and concentrate on taking the very next step. And if you take that next step and you're excellent in it, when it comes down to the choice that you have to make, you make the right choice. Make the choice that you would want your children to make. Be your own parent. Be your own governor. Govern your lives accordingly to what's excellent, and you will create a lifestyle. And that's going to be hard initially, but it's hard only because you haven't taken the first step. Don't worry about all of the things that you're trying to accomplish and trying to do, but more so worry about the first momentary step. And if you can take that step, the momentum in your life will take you forward. But you got to be conscientious about taking that first step, and you got to have that step to be intentional. I'm taking this step today because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This isn't what I feel like doing, but my feelings I will not be led by. I will be led by the spirit that is going to lead me forward in doing what I'm supposed to do. I will let the chips count. I will let the chips fall where they may. If it turns out good for me, wonderful. If it doesn't turn out good for me, it's a lesson. You either win or you learn a lesson. Win or learn a lesson. Take the L word out of your vocabulary and move forward and win and learn lessons. Don't tell people what you're going to do. Show people what you're going to do. A lot of times when you tell people what you're going to do, they're just going to they're so upset that they're not taking the initiative in their lives. They're going to discourage you from doing what it is that you're supposed to do. So don't worry about telling people what you're going to do. Don't get people on board with what you're going to do. Just focus on doing what you got to do, and you don't need anybody's assistance to do what you got to do. You got to work out your own salvation in your life. So you have to take the step that you need to take. Take that step towards eating better today. Take that step towards exercising today. Rome wasn't built in one day. But you can take that step today, and you can say, hey, listen, I'm going to go for a walk for an hour today. Okay? I'm going to walk in my complex. If you live in an apartment, I'm going to walk around my complex for an hour. Okay? If you want to go to the mall, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go and walk at the mall today. I'm going to walk at that park today. And you'd be surprised if you are not where you need to be from a weight standpoint, what it could do and what it could mean for you. Same thing about eating. I'm going to put things in my body that are living. I'm not going to put things in my body that's dead. So you've got to be conscientious about those types of things. You know what I'm saying?